Welcome back, Guardians. Zeus here, and the spotlight is on Chaba's Ascension update. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a transformation that pushes his tanking potential into dangerous new territory. If you thought you knew Chaba before, wait until you see what happens when his healing starts to stack. Let's take a closer look at Chaba's Ascension skills, starting with his very first one, Fast Food. This skill is directly connected to Chaba's ultimate ability, Wild Hunger. With Fast Food unlocked, Chaba's ultimate charge is much faster, allowing him to swallow enemies more frequently. Now, there's still some uncertainty about how this will interact with Chaba's brand new health skin, because this skin doubles the health value compared to a regular one, an impressive 213,000 additional health. In training mode inside the Engineerium, I tested this with an 80% buff, and the results were eye-opening. Chaba was activating his ultimate roughly every 10 seconds, which is much quicker than before. But to really understand Chaba's rework, we need to jump ahead to his second Ascension skill, Glutton's Gratitude. And I'll be honest, this one completely changes the game for him. Every time Chaba heals, his physical attack increases by 429. That might not sound like much at first, but there are two important things to keep in mind. This effect is tied directly to Chaba's total health, and it stacks over time within a battle. In other words, the more health Chaba has, the stronger this scaling becomes, and the more often he heals, the faster that physical attack stacks up. This makes both Chaba's health pool and his healing frequency absolutely critical. To boost his health, Oliver is a key pet. He adds around 100,000 extra health. Even more impactful is Aiden, who bonds with Chaba and can push his health up by over 600,000. And if you place him in the Foundry during Clash of Worlds, his health can effectively double. Combine that with the new health skin for another 213,000, and you're looking at a mountain of durability. Now, add in consistent healing. Aiden is great here since he heals Chaba very often, but one healer that really stands out is Hoos. Together, Hoos and Aiden create an incredible synergy with Chaba, fueling his attack growth non-stop. In my own tests, I tracked Chaba's growth over a 2-minute battle window. By the end, his physical attack had ramped up so high that his ultimate was dealing over 55,000 pure damage per second. In one fight I didn't manage to record, I actually broke the 60,000 per second mark. To put that into perspective, Chaba's first skill normally deals 120,000 damage every 6 seconds, around 20,000 damage per second. Tripling that to 60,000 pure damage per second means Chaba's physical attack had climbed from a base of 74,000 to over 220,000. I honestly didn't expect results that extreme. Now, of course, this peak only comes toward the end of a fight, not at the start. And even with all that power, Chaba still struggles to finish off heavy tanks or heroes like Lyria when they're patronaged by Oliver. That's why it's important to remember, Chaba is not a primary damage dealer. He's still a tank first and foremost, designed to protect and support his team. Yes, he can put up battle reports showing over 3 million damage, and I've personally hit 5 million, but his core role hasn't changed. What really makes this growth scary is how it affects his Fat Layer skill. That ability was reworked so that it now grants double armor, and the bonus scales with Chaba's physical attack. So, if he can triple his physical attack, this armor bonus triples as well. Instead of capping at 16,000 armor, Fat Layer can scale to 48,000. And when you add that on top of his built-in 49,000 armor, Chaba is suddenly pushing close to 100,000 armor by the end of a fight. Don't forget his armor artifact either. Together, this can push him to around 150,000 total armor. What does that mean in practice? In my test footage, during the final 10 to 20 seconds of battle, you can clearly see that heroes like Ishmael, even with Lyria boosting his armor penetration, couldn't break through Chaba's defenses. If you don't bring Chaba down early, your chances of killing him later shrink to almost zero. That's why I believe we're going to see some truly crazy team comps featuring him very soon. Do I think this puts him in the very top tier of tanks? Honestly, yes. After this rework, Chaba deserves a spot near the top of the list. Maybe he's still not quite Galahad, but he's closer than ever before. One team in particular has impressed me: Chaba, Lyria, Ishmael, Sebastian, and Hus. The reason this lineup works so well is because Chaba's faster ultimate constantly repositions enemies, forcing Ishmael to focus on squishier targets instead of tanks or Aiden-supported heroes. That opens the door for Ishmael to absolutely shred the backline. Chaba isn't a game changer on the level of Lyria or Augustus, but he is absolutely a stronger, more reliable tank than before. Don't expect him to redefine the meta overnight, but do start treating him like a serious frontline threat. He'll perform especially well in Foundry, Engineerium, Lighthouse, and possibly even City Hall. And remember, it's not just the amount of healing he gets that matters, it's the frequency. With the right setup, Chaba could very well carve himself a spot in the evolving meta. So, to sum it up, Chaba's rework makes him tougher, smarter, and more dangerous than ever. His ascension skills give him faster ultimates, scaling physical attack, and armor that can skyrocket to insane levels by the end of battle. He's not a main damage dealer, but as a frontline tank and team protector, he's now a real force to be reckoned with. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Chaba after this update? Have you tested him in your own battles? Drop your experiences and strategies in the comments, because your insights always help the whole community grow stronger. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next guide or strategy video. Together, we're always learning, adapting, and finding new ways to dominate hero wars. Keep building, keep testing, and keep pushing your teams forward. Salute and friendship.